What up, y'all? It is your boy Darius, and I'm back, y'all. So we have a special video we're gonna react to, y'all. Shout out to MusicVibe, man. He's one of the best, man. I love his videos, man. Keep doing your thing, my man. So this video said what really happened to Aaliyah, cause Aaliyah, she was about that plane crash back in 2001, though, man. I was young when this happened, though, man. Cause Aaliyah, I think she has some buzz around, cause she got a good class of albums, cause she has 3 albums, I believe. I believe she had 3 albums. Yeah. So I think she would have been up there, man. She could have been one of the biggest artists, in my opinion, though. So I miss her because I'm a huge fan of her music, though. I love her music so much, man. So we're gonna check this video out, though. See what really happened to Aaliyah. Let's get it, y'all.
The plane crash that killed a rising star in the world of music and film. Reaction today after Aaliyah and 8 others were killed when their plane went down.
In this video, we will tell you about the heartbreaking story of Aaliyah. And I suggest we begin from the very beginning. On the 16th of January, 1979, in Brooklyn, in the state of New York, Aaliyah Dana Houghton was brought into this world. Her name is the feminine form of the Arabic Ali, meaning highest, most exalted one, the best. Aaliyah was fond of her name, calling it beautiful and saying she was very proud of it and strove to live up to her name every day. From her early childhood, Aaliyah fell in love with music. She listened to her mother, Diane Houghton, singing, and she tried to imitate her. They loved singing Christmas songs together. She didn't stay for long in New York, and already by the age of 5, she had moved to Detroit. There lived her uncle, Barry Hankerson, a music producer whom she often visited and played around with his piano keys. Aaliyah attended a Catholic school, Jesu Elementary, which is famous for its prestigious theater program. She quickly became a star there. The little girl realized that is what she wants to do for the rest of her life, which is, more specifically, to perform on stage. Uncle Barry was married to Gladys Knight, a well-known singer. Aaliyah traveled with Gladys and worked with an agent in New York City to audition for commercials and television programs, including Family Matters. However, her favorite TV show was Star Search, and she dreamt of ending upon it. She found out that they were having an open audition, so she didn't waste the opportunity to participate in it.
It was my mommy's song, and I wanted to be like my mommy. So that song was special to me because of her.
They then invited her for a private audition and informed her that they want her to take part in their project. At the time this performance took place, she was about 9 or 10 years old.
Man, she got an amazing voice.
She then lost, and it was hard for her to accept it. But
Damn.
this didn't break her.
Her challenger, Aaliyah Houghton, receives 3 1/4 stars. Oh.
She wiped off her tears and said that she will not give up.
That's good. Keep
At 12
fighting.
years old, she signed her first contract. Uncle Barry founded his own music label, Blackground Entertainment. It was a joint venture with Jive Records. Of course, the very first artist was Aaliyah. And at the time, at Jive Records, there was R. Kelly. And thanks to Barry, Aaliyah got to know him. Kelly was very popular at the time, and Barry was his manager. Unfortunately, Barry could not have predicted the terrible events that would unfold in the future, and he couldn't know what kind of person R. Kelly really is. Generally speaking, R. Kelly became her mentor, and they began working on some music. Aaliyah was inspired by hip-hop, but at the same time, she remained feminine and soft. Before the release of her debut album, her single Back and Forth came out. And after that, there was the release of her album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which was certified double platinum.
Age ain't nothing but a number. Going down ain't nothing but a fact.
The idea behind the
have to
name
work
of the
that
album was aimed at portraying Aaliyah as an artist and not as a teenager. She wanted to be taken seriously. Nowadays, this cover is discussed by many. Not only is it called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, but we also see R. Kelly in the far distance, which makes all of this seem creepier.
Oh.
Now, let's talk about what happened between them.
Hey, let's clear something up, because you know I've been getting a rundown on the street. Everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend, or cousins, or friends. Let's just get the record straight.
Better go get me a white Jeep.
Well, no, we're not related at all. No, we're not. We're just very close. He's my best friend.
Yeah, cool.
Now, who found who?
In the whole wide world.
No one seems to know this, but Amazon actually has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out every...
During the recording of the album, she was 14 years old, and when it was released, she was 15 years old. And precisely after the release of the album, rumors arose that R. Kelly was in a relationship with the underage girl, all while he was 27 years old at the time. They got married in August of 1994. And already, in February of 1995, the marriage was annulled by Aaliyah's parents. A childhood friend of R. Kelly and his former security, Jim Pratt, appears in a documentary film by the name of Surviving R. Kelly, in which he claims that Aaliyah's father was furious over the marriage and forced the annulment. Pratt alleges that Aaliyah's family had a contractual arrangement with R. Kelly that stated they wouldn't press charges against him for the illegal marriage after it was annulled. In turn, R. Kelly sold the rights to his first 3 albums to Aaliyah's family, giving them a financial incentive. And he added that Aaliyah's dad didn't want to see her near him. Various on-camera guests in Surviving R. Kelly described the marriage as a way to get R. Kelly to avoid jail time for statutory rape of a minor. Prior to R. Kelly's trial, journalist Jim DeRogatis, the reporter who first broke news of R. Kelly's sexual abuse more than 2 decades ago, uncovered the NDA that R. Kelly used against Aaliyah. It's a harrowing document, he said, a non-disclosure agreement on both her part and Kelly's, vowing not to pursue further legal claims for physical abuse. So it wasn't just an underage sexual relationship. He hid her, allegedly, according to that court document. There is yet another reason as to why R. Kelly married Aaliyah. She could have been pregnant. This version is supported by the artist's former tour manager, Demetrius Smith, which he recounted in court. Smith remembers how R. Kelly came to him prior to his performance and told him that Aaliyah is in trouble, man. Back then, they were not in Chicago, and despite the fact that Kelly had planned a few more concerts, he wanted to return home. On the way back, he told Smith that Aaliyah believed she was pregnant, so he was scared of ending up in prison. Smith said he offered to help obtain an official state ID for Aaliyah, and ultimately took her to a welfare office, testifying that he bribed a worker at the office to help make Aaliyah a welfare ID card, but that it did not show her date of birth. He gave her $500, and the deal was sealed. After Aaliyah was able to escape from this monster, she denied their marriage, and never once even brought up the topic of their affair.
He's a great producer, great artist, who I do admire, and there's nothing there at all.
Aaliyah's next boyfriend was Damon Dash, who in an interview recounted that he once asked about what she had going on with Kelly. She responded to him saying that she doesn't want to recall this topic. In 2004, Kelly said that he cannot blame a person who falls in love with a minor.
For an older man to have sex with an underage girl, someone under 17, do you view that as an immoral thing, if they're in love?
If they're in love, I really can't be the judge of that.
Of course, Aaliyah had to change her label, and she transferred to Atlantic Records as Blackground signed a new distribution deal with the label. As Uncle Barry recalls, nobody believed that she could get famous without Kelly, who, in turn, even after all the atrocities he inflicted, still wanted to continue making music with her.
And we said, no, you're not ever working with Aaliyah. You will never be with her in the studio again.
Despite all of the skepticism, the talented artist's career only went uphill from there. The girl went on to work with another hip-hop artist, Missy Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
At the time, Elliott was working with Timbaland, who played a vital role in developing Aaliyah's voice. His innovative ideas and musical talent allowed them to create a unique and memorable style, which still inspires musicians around the world. The 1 in a Million album became twice more successful in sales as the previous one.
If your girl only knew that I would want.
Even despite all of the fame, Aaliyah didn't forget about school. She saw the necessity in finishing school and getting an education. In the year of 1999, she was ready for a new challenge. The famous producer Joel Silver was preparing to shoot a hip-hop action movie by the name of Romeo Must Die.
Classic
Aaliyah
movie.
really wanted to play a part in something like this. And of course, Joel could not refuse her.
Hello everyone, this is Joe Kudla, founder and CEO of Viore, and today I'm going to walk you through some...
You drive like shit.
She did a lot for the movie. She wanted to record one soundtrack, but released 4. Try Again was nominated for a Grammy. In the year 2000, Aaliyah headed to Australia, where she began filming yet another movie, Queen of the Damned.
They believed
I gotta react to that.
Now they are of it.
She was on set during the day and was recording her new album during the night. The third release that she'd put out was self-titled with her own name. And the music video for the song Rock the Boat, which you can see right now, turned out to be fatal for Aaliyah. And frankly speaking, it's hard to watch this music video, knowing what happened after filming.
Yeah.
After the filming, she said that she was tired, and the guys planned to go back home. When she saw the plane, she called Damon and said that she doesn't like it, to which her boyfriend responded, telling her not to get on board. But she said that this is her job, so she will get on board. On the flight with her was her friend Keith Wallace, bodyguard Scott Gallen, record executives Douglas Kratz and Gina Smith, hairstylists Eric Foreman and Anthony Dodd, and also makeup artist Christopher Maldonado. They all died on the 25th of August, 2001.
Man.
The plane crash that killed a rising star in the world of music and film. Reaction today after Aaliyah and 8 others were killed when their plane went down.
The National Transportation said that they had not uncovered any reasons for technical malfunctions, but they confirmed that the plane was overloaded at the time of takeoff. It is also worth pointing out the pilot, whose name is Luis Morales. After a thorough investigation, it was determined that, the time the plane crash took place, Luis Morales' license was invalid. He forged his license to be able to get a job at the airline. This means that he had no legal right to fly a plane.
Wow.
Not only was Luis unqualified, but there were traces of cocaine and alcohol found in his system as well.
Wow.
A few years ago, new details about this tragedy surfaced. Music journalist Kathy Iandoli believes she's finally uncovered the truth. A few years ago, she published a book by the name of Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah, in which she recounted in detail what happened. Kingsley Russell, whose family ran a taxi and hospitality business in the Abaco Islands, was just 13 years old on August 25, 2001. But he was the star as his stepmother drove her team to the airport for her return flight back to the U.S. As a team, Russell claims that when the singer saw the plane to take her back to the U.S. mainland, she refused to get on board and went back to sleep in the cab his stepmother was driving, telling her team she had a headache. After dropping the team off at the airport, Aaliyah had concerns about the aircraft after hearing that it would be overweight. Feeling a little under the weather and suffering from a headache, she decided to spend time in the back of the cab with the air conditioning, leaving her crew to sort the problems out. Later, according to Russell, someone from her entourage returned to ask her what was wrong. Aaliyah is said to have repeated her concerns about getting on the plane, at which point she was handed a sleeping pill. She fell into a deep sleep. Russell headed back inside the airport while the star dozed in the back of the taxi. 2 hours later, the pilot once again advised there was too much cargo for the aircraft to fly. He was backed up by baggage handlers at the airport. But then the argument ended abruptly, and the pilot agreed to continue with the trip. All the while, Aaliyah was still fast asleep in the back of the taxi van, completely unaware of what had been going on inside the airport terminal. He saw how Aaliyah was brought out of the van and carried onto the plane despite her earlier reservations. Aaliyah's body was found still strapped into her seat, about 20 feet away from the wreckage. An autopsy detailed major head trauma and extensive burns, making her survival was unthinkable. In the previous year, Barry Hankerson gave an interview with Dr. Oz in which he admitted that, after her death, his relationship with his sister Diane Houghton, whom I remind you is Aaliyah's mother, was ruined. According to his own words, she knew about her daughter's romantic relationship with R. Kelly, and he is sure that she knows a lot more than we actually think.
Is your estrangement from your sister related to R. Kelly?
I'm certain in some way it really is, yes.
Were you aware of the issues going on with R. Kelly when they were going on?
No. No, didn't have a clue. Completely ignorant to it.
Do you think anyone in the family was?
Yes. Yes, I think my sister knew a lot more than what we thought she knew.
And it really is surprising that Diane never spoke out about R. Kelly and his legal proceedings.
Wow.
Only once did she release a statement when one of Aaliyah's background vocalists said she saw R. Kelly and Aaliyah having sex on a tour bus. But, yet again, she didn't say anything about his trial or conviction. Odd, don't you think?
Yeah.
R. Kelly's ex-girlfriend, Lisa Van Allen, in an interview with DJ Vlad, recounted something that will shock you to your core. Whether to believe it or not is up to you. But, according to her words, Kelly used to have sex with Diane whenever Aaliyah would go to sleep.
He said that he would go in the living room and him and her would do sexual acts on the couch while Aaliyah was sleeping in the bedroom. That's what he says. Yeah.
Oh, so maybe this is why Aaliyah's parents have never spoken out themselves.
Makes sense to me.
In any case, it is extremely unfortunate what happened to such a talented and constantly positive lady.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Aaliyah Dana Houghton.
I have to say what I want my legacy to be, you know, what I want people to say when I'm long gone. At this point, right now, I'm going to say that I want people to see me as an entertainer, someone who can do it all.
Whew, man. Rest in peace to Aaliyah, man. Died way too damn young, man. Way too young, man. Yeah, so yeah, Aaliyah, man, I think they knew about that plane crash, man. Because they should have investigated. They should have just waited, though. That's what I would have done. For the R. Kelly situation, ugh, he's a disgrace. Ugh. I'm surprised Aaliyah's mom never spoke up about this, though. I'm surprised, though, man. So, yeah, man. Because I'm hearing that Aaliyah has a new album coming out. I'm not sure what the status with that. So, I hope Aaliyah's team do it right, though. I really hope they do it right, though. So, I don't know when that's coming out, though. It's supposed to come out since last year, or hopefully maybe this year. I hope. So I really hope their team, Aaliyah's team, does it right with this new album, though. I really hope, because I'm looking forward to the new album. Because when I saw the track list, because I heard they say they're trying to get Future, Cardi B, like, nah, man, no disrespect to them, but if you put Aaliyah album, I really hope Missy Elliott Timbaland is a part of this album, though, because they're very close to her, though. So, I really hope they do this right, though. I hope this is not a money grab. So, rest in peace, Aaliyah, though, man. She's one of the best. So, I think I'm going to react to that. I'm going to do the album anniversary of Leah's debut album, Age Number Number. I think I'm going to go over that album come May. That's when it comes out. I'm going to do that. If you guys want me to do more Aaliyah reactions, just let me know in the comments. I'll do that for you guys. And I'm definitely going to react to Queen of Damn and Romeo Must Die. So be on the lookout for that. Because I did Romeo Must Die on my Patreon. If you have a Patreon, go into my Patreon because I did the uncut version of that. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.